Okay, good morning everybody, and once again welcome back in Roda's class. Day number 22, and we were discussing about the scripting part. Yesterday we done the UI policies which we can use for making a field mandatory, read only, and visible. Okay, and now we are going to be discuss the next part of same category called the client scripts. So UI policy is like a low code or the no code where you can just make a checkbox and you can do your work. But the client scripts are a little advanced one. In this, we have to be write a code. Okay, so that we can make other things possible. You can make the field mandatory or the read only via client script as well. But we can use more on this particular part. So yesterday when we were discussing about UI policy, so as I say in the UI policy, we are not able to do more things. It is not that we cannot do, we do, but we don't recommend because the purpose of UI policy is not to go beyond that, like setting a value, getting a value. Mainly we use a UI policy, put a kind of a validation that I want when a user select a past date, he or she should get an error message. Like this, if I say so we are using this one, right? Now, if I say if, let me load. If user select, let's say, go to the advanced view. This one. I don't want to make a field mandatory, neither a visible, neither read only. But I want to show a error message. So let's say if we are saying if user select service offering is LNG1, then I want to show a message to the user. I don't want to go anything on this thing. Let me delete this. Let me delete any action. I don't want any kind of action. I don't want any kind of variable. These things will be made mandatory or visible, but I want to show an error message. But I don't want to be go for the client script. I want to go for the UI policy only. So if service offering is LNG1, then I want to show a message to the user. G_form dot add error message. Sorry, this is simple. Nothing I'm doing much. And Save. And now if I'm going to test it, then it will show a message instead of showing a that this field is mandatory. So what we have put that if the service offering is LNG1, see, I'm not making mandatory, but I'm giving some error to the user. So these things also you can do. Let's say I give a use case and you can do it in your custom table. You have a date field. Sorry, not sure. OK. You have a date field and you don't want that a user can enter the back date, past date. If a user enter the past date, then you should show a message to the user. Sorry, past dates are not allowed. We can do these things via UI policies easily. The only thing is that you should know that how to use the operator, that what operator we should use. So like if I go by this way, and let's say this one, resolve that. Now I would like to be ask you, or might be in your PDAs you can do, if you put the back date, it should show a message. If I take this, it should show a message. Sorry, you cannot resolve an incident in the back date. Please select the future date. How to do this particular part? That you have to be checked. Error message, you can put it like this. This is what I'm telling you. If you want to make mandatory, you can still go and make it, no problem. But the purpose is that we can use the UI policy with this small changes, small error messages, small form info messages as well. Now, if you want to go a little bit more extended form, but I want to make sure that if a user select short description as a hello, I want that this field should set in the description as well. Then we use the client scripts. So now the second part we are going to be discuss about the client script. The thing is that client script has a 4 different types. The 4 types. One, if you see here, first I'll say on change. What does this mean? As soon as you change the value of this to some other value, it will show you it will do the action. But client script is not only used for the making a field mandatory, visible, read only. You can use for anything because it's a proper scripting. Okay, one thing we will go for the example. Don't worry. On change, on load. As soon as this form get loaded, you want to show a message to the user. Welcome in the ServiceNow world, and how are you doing all things? You can put it. Third, on submit. So save or submit, I want to show a message, but before it go in the database. Okay. Before it go for in the database. And the last is on cell edit. On cell edit basically is used when I want to put some validation at the list view level. यहाँ पे इस लेवल पे list view. On cell only and only work on the list view. That's all, nothing else. On cell never work on the form level. No, it work only on the list view level, and this is called on cell edit. So now we go in the deep dive to be discussed that how it's work actually. So we are doing this thing, name LNG, and let's say we are want to be make something called service. Now let's say service LNG service. On which table you want to be run? I want to be run on the incident table. What type means if you use this form at the desktop view, which we're using at the mobile or the service portal or everywhere. I said everywhere this policy should be applied. And now what type of policy you want to do? I want to do on change. On which field you want to make it? I want to make it on the service field. Means if a user, let's say I put a value, sorry, we're looking for the configuration, not this thing. I want to put on the configuration item. Means if a user change the value from X to Y, then I should do some actions. And the action can be anything. Making mandatory, read only, showing error message, setting the value, getting the value, doing some calculation, anything we can do here. Because it's pure scripting. But now when you want to do this thing on change, it give me a function. System says when you want to do something on the on change, then you have to be see that what is coming. Number one, control, old value, new value, is loading, is template. And this is a function, out of the box function. We have to be use this function parameters and we have to be C. Give me just 1 minute. Okay. So it says control, old value, new value is loading. How the system will know that a new value is coming, when system will check the old value and the new value is different. But if I'm using this and I remove and I use this again, is it a new value, old value are the same? No, it's a different. No, it's the same. Then this will not work. So system says first you have to be check old value, new value is different. Now sometimes what happens that whenever we load the form, few values are coming auto populated. तो जैसे इस केस में अगर आप देखोगे category is auto populating. So we have to be check is the old value and the new value is coming via something on load as well. And sometimes we use it the templates. Like if you go here, you can use the templates and you can populate the value from the template as well. So in short, system saying I'm checking everything, that is it something coming from the loading, it's something coming from the template. So we did not touch this portion. ये portion हम touch नहीं करते. We just put our code between this somewhere. यहाँ पे. So what the code, what that do test we are doing to do? We are on the on change. So you can see it's giving here. So by any chance it's picking the old and new value and checking that what is returning it. It's like a old value, new value, same, different. What is this? So this has been checked here. And then we have to be write our code. Okay, so कुछ examples देखते हैं इसके यहाँ पे. How to write UI policy. ये script examples. ठीक है, ये तो on load है. ये रहा on change. They're using switch, means they're saying if the value of this is getting changed, I want to do some action. So it means if I say in my case I'm putting this on the category. And after this I am putting my use case. What is my use case? Let just copy paste this code. Easy to do for me at least. And I'll show you that what it is doing. Don't worry. What we are doing, we are checking the value of a category. यहाँ पर. And we are saying if category is network, then set the value, means like same thing, because it's a client script, so it will use the g_form dot set value. Yeah. You want to make mandatory, you can make it mandatory. I say set value g.form is called add info message. Not a good choice. If category is database, then set the urgency as a 2. Why 2 is showing it here? 2 is the value of the urgency in the backend. So if you say, ये देखो है ना 3 2 1, ये 1, ये 2, ये 3. These are the backend values. If other than this, set the value as a 3. So now we'll save it. इसमें कोई action नहीं है. These are the only actions we have to do in the scripting part. Let it be saved and then we'll go for the test. And let's reload this. And now we'll test it. So we say that if it is a network, अभी urgency क्या है? 3. If it is a network, this is my info message. Info messages are in the blue and urgency has been set to 1. क्यों? क्योंकि it is mentioned here. If I select the database, देखो 2, but ये जाएगा नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि we did not write a code to take it back. हमने info message हटाने का कोड नहीं लिखा. Info message we have to be cross it and then we have to do it. So by this way, you can do the on change. On change. Same thing we can do on the on submit as well, but it will be different. So I am making this as an active false. Otherwise, it will create a problem for us. So I'm making it as an active false. Now it will not run. So that we can use the same use case in the other script as well. ये हो गया. Now let's come back here. Client scripts. And let's go for the second type. Now again same thing. Let me put the name called LNG table incident. This, and this time I want to go for the onload. And if you see now in the onload, you don't need to put any kind of a variable, because onload means when the form is getting loaded, what action you want to do. So I said when the form is getting loaded, show a error message g_form dot info message welcome in LNG world. Also g_form dot set value or set mandatory. किसको mandatory करना है हमें? Let's make it mandatory on the loading time. Service offering, service_offering. It's a field name and value. And let's test this. Now I'll go and load it again. अब ये onload है, ध्यान रखना. It's not the separate one. आगे message and it will become mandatory. This is what is onload says. So the homework for you guys in this case, I I want to show a onload message with the category name that, hi, this is your category by default. So this is coming as a default, right? I want to take this value in my message. How to add the message or value here? You have to be C. Welcome in LNG word plus I want to show the category name. Inquiry and help. Or the other use case which we're going to discuss now. So this is onload. Onload mainly we use some time to be show messages or making field mandatory at the form loading time itself, not on the later on. Might be I want to make a contact channel as a mandatory. Might be I want to make as an assignment group as a mandatory, or I want to be set the assignment group. So it is not only that I'm setting it like this. I can say g underscore form dot set value of assignment underscore group is. Now I have to put the value. Which group you want? I have to put incident management. Incident management. Let's see it will work or not. Incident underscore management. Okay, let's try. I'm not sure. Will it work or not? Let's try. Generally, we don't put the name like this, but let's see. Can you go on the mute, please? It is not setting up the value. It means we are doing something wrong here. यहाँ पे कुछ तो गड़बड़ है सिंटैक्स में. इंसिडेंट मैनेजमेंट था, इंसिडेंट डॉट मैनेजमेंट. ये it's saying it is wrong. Let me put the single quote. Will it work? I have no idea. Let's see. If it did not work, you have to find out the reason. It is your homework. Now it's working. See, because it is a value, so we are using this way, single quotes. अरे क्या हो गया? Sorry. We're using a single quote. But one thing which I tell you that this is not a good practice. This is called the hard code of a group. Give me a minute. Switch on this thing. Charge. We never ever recommend to hard code the value like this. So if tomorrow someone go and make a change in the name of the group, then this value, this client script will fail. मान लो किसी ने इंसिडेंट मैनेजमेंट्स कर दिया, ठीक है, then this script will not work, क्योंकि उसको तो वैल्यू मिलेगा नहीं, हार्डकोड वैल्यू मिलेगा नहीं. So what we have to do? We need to use the sys ID of this particular group instead of using the hardcode name here. There is a second type of client script. I'll give you what you can do. You can go to here developer.servicenow.com and search for the client script. देखो ये रहा. And do this exercise. Client script types. It gives a complete picture that how it works actually. It is actually a very good read if you want to do. If it is a very good way to do the practice, and it has a lot of classes as well. See, test your client scripts. Good to go, free. Even you can do the UI policies as well. So see what it is giving, and it will show you the more options as well. That what is G form, G user, all the things you can do it here. Okay, now I'll again make it as a active false. On chain done, on load done. Now coming to the on submit. Means when I click on the submit button, this particular client script should be run. Go back here. Come back here and then new. LNG, and I want to make it on the incident table. All, and now on submit. On submit again, only one function. Everything looks same. You can do everything which you want to do on the submit of this particular part. And here if I show you some example, sorry, on submit now. देखो ये रहा. So as we are on this thing, so we can use this option as well. I'll show that what this means. Let me copy and paste it here. It is saying if a user has a ITIL rule, let's say Savita login into the instance, she is creating a incident. But I want to check that Savita must have a incident underscore manager rule. Only then she can submit it. Then I can put condition like this. Has role. And who has a role? User has a role. So what it's checking, if user has a role ITL and G underscore form dot get value description is blank. एक तो ITL role भी है आपके पास, plus you are setting up the description. This section is showing is blank. Then show an error message. So like if I say like this, इसको सिंपल सा कर देते हैं. ठीक है. If G underscore form dot get value description is blank, then I should show a message. Let save this and test it. और ये कब है? On submit. ठीक. Let's say I'm putting a name. And now I want to save it. Array. It did not give the error to us. What mistake we have done? देखो ये red है ना?
After if loop, this G form.
No, because one parenthesis was missing. So if I show you, see, it is a red. So इसका ये हो गया, इसका missing है. So this script did not run. Now it will run. Sometimes it is tough to do the debugging here. And now reload it. आ गया? Because it is an error message. So until you will not fill this value, it will not, you're not allowed to be save this form. So these things can be checked in the on submit one. You want to check the validation that if age is less than 18. So you can do something like this. इसके बाद, if you want to put to show something like I want to show the message or the caller name or something like, then you can put the caller name as well. So you can give a try that I want to be show a message with the field name. So on submit, I want that hello Algendra, please fill the description. How I can do the name? You have to be see. And now the last section of this particular client script is called on cell edit. On cell edit work here. Let's say I'm coming on this one. On the list view, any of the list view, it will work. I don't want a user can change the priority value from the list view. I don't want that thing. But if you see here now, I double click, make one, which I don't want, that a user should able to do. Then I have to put some kind of a validations here. And that validations can be done via UI policies on cell edit. Which table? Incident. On which field? Sorry, on cell edit. On which field? I want to make it on the priority. Now on cell edit also the similar with the on cell on change. Because you are changing a value. And system should know that what value is getting changed so that it can populate the things or validate the things. And here is the function. SysID is declared, its value is never read. कि किस फील्ड पर आप ये काम करने वाले हैं, which table it is passing from the, यहां से old value. If I'm going here and double click and just putting 4 again, so in this case old and new value are the same. So what is the old value? What is the new value? And this is important, called the callback. Callback means if old value and the new value are different. देखो अब आप अगर मैं if I show you something, I can here and let me do this thing. If I tick this box, save and close, ये यहां से कॉल कर रहा है. It's saying save and close is true. अगर all value new value different है, then save and close is true. अगर नहीं, then go and check it here. कुछ error तो नहीं है उसमें. Then this particular function or this particular function works. So we have to be write our code between these two. So what I'll do, I'll just take code from here. On submit. On salary here. Sorry. Come here. Here. Let's copy this. I'll show you what they're doing. They're doing? They're doing the onset on the impact. Okay. Let's see what. Sorry. And let's write a code here. Then we'll discuss. What it's saying that if the new value is 1 of impact, means let me add impact here. Yeah. What I'm saying, if a user want to change the value for impact and make it as a 1, yeah, it's 3, I want to make it as a 1, then a user should get a message. A user should get a message on this one. And this is what this script is all about. So if it's showing 1, then impact cannot be set in the list view. And making save and close under false. यहाँ true था, यहाँ false कर दे, means don't auto save it. Don't auto save it, give a error message. So if I save this one, and come back here, just reload my list again. And now if I want to make it as a 1, and when I click on this save and close, see, I'm getting this message. And now the difference is that we are using the add info message. This is the alert. Alert always come in the pop-up. and we click on the OK, you see the value is not saved because our save and close is equal to false. Clear everybody with this scripting part? Doubt, question, clarification? No doubt, no question, all good. Okay, good. So what you can do now, you can write or you can do the practice with this one. It has a different classes as well. See, it is showing in the pop-up window this particular message. Get value and showing like this. G form get value, and if you put like this short description, it will bring this value and show in the alert message. Because it is a form, so you have to go to that particular location. G form, get user kind of things, and then you can show it. And believe me that this site is actually good for the practice. Small use cases are there. Retrieve a field of the value, hide a field, make a mandatory, write a message, all these things you can do it here. See, add option, clear option. What this means specifically, if let me open this. And these are the normal use cases which we got in the community as well. Someone says that if the short description is contain the word email, I don't want to show the database category here. I want to hide it. See, I'm not saying to hide the field. I'm saying hide the value now. These things come. So if you fill any form, like sometimes I fill the form in ServiceNow events. Okay. So if I select country as the United Kingdom, the state field shows only one value. State not applicable. But if I change the country to the US, I got the states as well. So they're using this scripting part there. And the method they're using, add option, clear options. Same manner like this you're doing. Thus only the thing is that you have to see the syntax, that what to show the value and how to show the value. And I recommend do at least these tests. Section name, talking about these things. ये sections होते हैं. Might be want to be show something on the section name. ठीक है जी. Clear everybody. Good. I will not proceed further because it will take a little time to understand business rule and the UI action. That we'll do in tomorrow's session. Okay, but let's discuss a small topic. In today's session, we found that there's a term called the template. Templates are something which we use to populate the value from the, sorry, or I can say populate the pre-populated, sorry, load the pre-populated value via a template. Take example, Nikesh is working as my server desk agent. In a day, he receives 30 incidents for the password reset. And for every incident, he need information, name, Windows name, machine number, and then go and submit the case or the incident. In one of the incident, he forgot to take the Windows name. He called back to the customer. Customer is busy, not picking up the call. Half an hour, 45, 1 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 5 hours, it's gone. And due to this, he's not able to proceed with the incident. Now, every time he has to take this information, which is a monotonous, cumbersome task. Then Makina suggested to Nikesh, hey Nikesh, why don't you use the templates? What is template? Templates are so quick and easy. So what we are going to do, we will create a template. Template which is under system definitions. Yeah, templates. You can create a template of on any table. So we are going to be create a template on the incident table. Because in the password reset incident, few things are common. Category, subcategory is always common. The assignment group is always common. Configuration item is always common. Service is always common. Then why you have to be need to be put every time everything again and again? So I'm putting LNG incident password reset. Which table you want to do? I want to apply for the incident table. As soon as you put the table, you can see. So I can put the same name, LNG incident here. And I want to put, I got the incident fields here. Short description. Here you can put like a dollar username, dollar window name, and then password reset. Category. In this case, always should be the password reset. Impact. Always should be 2. Assignment group. Always incident management. Username. Last login. Let's say this thing. Location. And save. Work done. Now, if you go back here, And if I want to be log a incident, I will go here, toggle work. Now Nikesh got a call from Renuka. Hi, my password is not working. Okay. Nikesh will come here, click on this and click on this. All thing is almost there. Now he will just ask, okay, your name? My name is Renuka. Okay. So it means he can replace these things. Renuka, what is your window name? My window name is RK. Your location is Delhi. Now he did not forget anything information which you want to know. Okay, when you get issue occurred? Today morning. Earlier what happened? Nikesh need to write everything. This has to be right. This need to be right. This need to be right. This need to be updated. This need to be updated. This need to be updated. Everything he needs to do. But now nothing. He need to be just use this template, and you can see these also coming in the format. And the tick box says this tick mark says that these values are coming from the template. And in our client script as well, we have on change is from the template as well. This is what the purpose of template, or sorry, this is what the purpose of that function where the template also is checking that are you loading this value from the template. So you can get any number of templates, and these templates don't require any approval. These templates don't require any approval from anybody. You can create any number of templates. Believe me, in one of my customers, they have more than 50 templates in the incident management. They says, Atul, we don't use or we don't encourage our user agents to go and create an incident like this. For everything, they have a template. If it is a new type of incident coming, then they use the journal template. Otherwise, for every type of incident, every symptoms of incident, they use this thing. Templates only. So small topic, why? Because it is required sometime to you to tell, sorry, you have to be tell to the customer or the client that we can, and this is the template is also the kind of a automation part. We consider this as an automation because your work is getting quickly now. Okay, clear everybody till this point? Good. Let me stop the recording and take a quick attendance now.